I am finally working on this blouse. And I don't think I have explained, but I am using a pattern by Nikita Cosplay. This is probably the best made cosplayer book I have ever seen in my life. It's so high quality. It shipped directly from her, to my knowledge, and it came with this booklet of patterns and in this cute little envelope and a little signed card. Pretty sure this was like $60 or $70. It was quite expensive, but I think it was worth it. She taught me how to make my first basic corset, essentially, and I, to this day, still use some of the tips and tricks that I learned in here. So I am using her Belle as inspiration for my Belle cosplay. So you can definitely see the resemblance. I used a dark blue denim, and I have a light blue cotton down here, and I did the lace here and some lace up here. And I used her pattern, her corset pattern as well, because I wanted it to have the same sort of V with the sleeves. I really tried to find fabric like this, and I absolutely could not, but she's where I got the idea to use denim down here. She used denim on the skirt. So mine's not going to be as frilly as this, I don't think. I'm going for a plainer look. So we are making this blouse. So I have these pattern pieces that I need to cut out, but given that this was so expensive, I don't ever want to cut this. My size fluctuates quite a bit these days, unfortunately. And so as soon as I cut this, I know I'm either going to lose or gain weight. So what I do is I take some muslin and I trace out the pattern on the muslin. I do this for all patterns that I want to preserve. I just find that it's a nice, long-lasting way to store it. I don't have to worry about paper tearing or falling apart after so many uses. But you can use tissue paper, you can use craft paper, you can use all sorts of things. She so beautifully laid out a rainbow of sizes. I can clearly see when I press down every single color. I think I've been using the dark green on everything, so I'm just going to trace that out. I don't know if I've showed it yet or not, but this fabric is absolutely gorgeous. There's maybe the tiniest bit of stretch. Yeah, there's a little stretch to it. But I absolutely love it. I have a ton of it. I don't remember ordering this much, but I'm very excited to make it into a blouse. But yeah, I don't know why. I've been putting it off. And then on top of that, I am going to add in the detailing here. I'm going to have some like plain white ribbon crisscrossing over, kind of like that, like back and forth. And then I'm going to take some of this ribbon, I think this ribbon, well, I'm going to take some ribbon, I don't remember which one, and cover up the stitching like that. And I think that the white will look quite nice with the white crochet lace that I put on the skirt. I am a little concerned that this fabric of this corset is just not going to match anything, but I already had it on hand and I absolutely love it. So it's just gonna have to work. And it's just gonna be off-white while everything else is white. And we're just gonna pretend this is Belle's well-worn corset that's stained from years and years of use. And that is why it's off-white. Actually sounds kind of gross when I put it that way. But either way, I thought it was gorgeous, and that's what I'm going to use. So yeah, hopefully I can get all this done this evening. I will update you tomorrow. Alright, it is Tuesday, and my goal for this evening is to finally make Belle's blouse. I don't know why I have been dreading this, but I have been. So that is what I'm hoping to accomplish today. So I told myself I would work on the blouse today, and I got a little distracted. I added the detail to the front of the bodice. That's not so bad, right? It's still progress. Got the lining mostly stitched into place, and look what I got cleaned up. This was a candle from Disney World, and it had a cinnamon apple candle in it, which I absolutely hate cinnamon apple. I love the smell of like baking cinnamon apples, but for some reason artificial cinnamon apple is just horrendous to me. But I bought this candle because I loved the holder so much, and I burned all the way through it, and I finally got around to cleaning it out, and that's where my wonder clips now live. How cute. Go break to go get the mail, and then it started pouring. So I might be calling it for tonight and just play some Baldur's Gate and warm up. I have had a very productive Wednesday, if I do say so myself. If you can hear that loud, crazy sound in the background, I am sorry. That is my laptop. It likes to throw a fit when I play Baldur's Gate. But yeah, so Wednesday, I got lots of things done today, actually. And that's mainly because we were rained in. We chose not to try to go outside because we didn't want to get soaked again, so I stayed home. But yeah, so I got the blouse like 99% done for Belle. She doesn't look too fancy or anything, but I am proud of her nonetheless. It's kind of hard to tell that the front is made of multiple panels because of this type of fabric. There was supposed to be a different type of collar on here, but this fabric was an absolute just nightmare to work with. It's not really stretchy, but it loses its shape very easily. So I don't know if I had panels that were cut weirdly or if it just stretched out a bit when I was serging it. I don't know, but I wound up with panels that weren't quite the same. So I just called it quits on the collar and put this lace up here. Yes, the lace is white and this is like an ivory, but you know what? I think it's fine. My thought is Belle had this shirt for a while and she spruced it up with some spare lace that she had. And this is the same kind of lace that is on the skirt. I've got some spare threads that I need to clean up here, but we're gonna have a nice little poof to the sleeve. I've gathered it here at the cuff, which I'm also leaving off the cuffs, I should say. I'm just going to also finish this with a ribbon. I'm sorry, with lace, not ribbon. But I didn't shorten this enough, so it kind of goes just above my wrist, which looks a little strange, so I'm probably going to shorten that a little bit more. But yeah, it didn't take much time at all. So my boning tips came in, and they came with an additional thing that I purchased, which are these little tips that snap right into my, these are Drit snap pliers, and the white pieces on the front are what I purchased from Farthingale's Corset Supplies. It was on sale for $10. It just came with the tip, not the pliers. But this is amazing. It's 3D printed, which I was a little surprised to see. Normally, I find 3D prints to not be super sturdy, so I was really concerned when I saw it, but it actually works really well. It is a tip that presses your boning caps together, so you don't have to do the like dual plier thing. And so I was able to finish capping my boning in less than 5 minutes. It was so fast and so easy. It is supposed to go with these boning caps, which I purchased from them as well. There were 144 of these for $17, and I believe they're made of aluminum. So I don't know that I would try this with steel boning caps, just because it's 3D printed and I'm not sure it'll be sturdy enough. But either way, I got my boning finished. I got my blouse mostly finished. So then tomorrow I can focus on finishing the corset and then finishing the sleeves on the blouse. And that's it. Oh, and I've actually decided that I'm going to make this fichu because it's weird to have a V-neck blouse under this V shape. So I'm going to do that. So I have to order more fabric and some more lace for that. And I'm going to put a couple blue ribbon details around the wrist here. And then I think maybe on the blouse, but you can't see it here. But I think in the lace on the blouse, I'm going to put here, though you'll never see it. So yeah, this is the piece that I'm making right here. Next, once the material gets in, but we are mostly done. I will also start focusing on the apron, which I think I might just make out of plain cotton. I have a legit question. Does anyone else wear safety glasses when sewing through thicker fabric or when sewing through like corsets that have boning in them? Is it just me? I have terrible luck with breaking needles and having them explode and hit me in the face. The closest I've gotten is one hit me just under my eye, so I started wearing safety glasses. Because apparently sewing is a dangerous sport. So it is Saturday morning. I'll be posting this video shortly, but I wanted to give a quick update from Friday because I totally forgot to record since we got home so late. So I was, I thought I was super productive and now I don't actually know. But I did do some things. So I finished Belle's apron, which interestingly enough feels like the cleanest thing I've ever made. Like, it feels to me store-bought, and I am very, very proud of it. And this cotton fabric, it's perfect. It just feels perfect for an apron. So I don't know. I'm very excited about them. Or about this. And now if I do any more cosplay guesting, I'm like, should I make cute little aprons, like made aprons to sell at my booth? I don't know, but I'm just very, very excited about my little apron. So I got that done. So Belle's lower half is finished. We've got the skirt, we've got the apron, all the stuff I need to put like a hook above the zipper on the skirt. The skirt is also like well finished. I'm very proud of that too. And I don't know if you could hear that in the background. That's my cat yelling at me. I went to Joann's and I got wider bias tape so that I could finish the edging. And I'm going to make that fichu, like neck scarf thing. So I got some sheer white fabric to test against the outfit to see if this will look right. And I also got this blue, and honestly, I'm kind of hoping this blue works out because this color is not like super bright blue. It feels and looks old and worn, and I think this would be such a nice contrast. Like, it'll just fit with the whole sort of rustic type look I'm kind of going for. And then it'll bring more blue into the top because the top is very white and ivory, so I bring more blue up. So I'm going to be draping those to see which one I go with and make that possibly today, probably tomorrow. The cat in question, the one who destroyed my office chair. So that was week 3. I made so much progress. I'm so excited, and I should have Belle finished potentially this weekend. There's not much left to do. Just the fichu, adjust the sleeve cuffs on the blouse, and then
grommets and edging on the corset and we're done. So like, that's awesome. And then I can move back to finishing up my other corsets and focusing on Sailor Cosmos because I need her before Ellen Schnorr and Smaug. So yeah, see you next week.